we'll be taking a look at the NECA Ultimate Robocop figure. Let's get into it, shall we? So here we see the front, part man, part machine, all cop, reacted poster of the Robocop film. Very, very iconic. We'll take a look at the back. We see some action shots of the figure. Of course, let me hold it. It's starting to lean back a little. It says again, part man, part machine, all cop, the future of law enforcement. And it also says features a spring-loaded holster. And then let's take a look. Here's one side with Robocop and the other side without the helmet. So anyway, let's get this guy open and see what he's all about. Now with this figure out of the box, this again is the same Robocop figure. If you have a NECA Robocop figure, you're not really getting anything different here other than it's to look more screen accurate and some accessories. But let's take a close look at it. Still, to this day, love the detail and the sculpt on the figure. It just looks excellent. Very, very nice all around. And to be more accurate as well, he couldn't move around that much in the suit, so you're not getting a whole lot of articulation. But what you get here is fine. It's pretty good, but I really like it, especially like that head sculpt. It looks so accurate to the movie. I am very impressed with NECA's work on making this more screen accurate, but it is a awesome, awesome figure. It's really nice. And to have this one on my shelf is also a really good pleasure because I am a big fan of the Robocop film. It is one of my all-time favorite films, no question. It's definitely in my top 5 of greatest films of all time. It just means that much to me. So this is really awesome to have this represented in a more accurate action figure form, and I cannot complain here. What we do get for accessories, though, we get the spiked hand, which the only thing that's not accurate with this is they did not paint the silver down in here. This should be silver, but they didn't do that. But again, it's a same old sculpt as we've seen before with the Robocop figures, so nothing really new here. The other thing we get that you can, of course, put in the holster action feature is his handgun itself. Still, again, reuse, but looks very, very impressive and looks very, very cool, even though it is in full black plastic. Also, we get to go with that is this blast effect. The one thing I will say is they should have added a little more paint to it. They added a little more paint, it could have really made it stand out, but hey, I take what I can get, and I can't really complain. It looks good nonetheless. The other thing he comes with, which is brand new, is this rifle. Again, full black plastic, nothing really new here, but we have this little paint. If you see here, we've got a little paint here for the visor, which does, again, look really, really cool. If you got some old blast effects, you could probably import it in this little hole right here to give it that firing. But again, full black plastic, but does look really good with what you got. And then for the final piece of the puzzle of this Ultimate figure is this unhelmeted Peter Weller head. It does look like Peter Weller. I can see him in there. But then again, remember, this is all makeup. He was supposed to look robotic. So it's not exactly 100% likeness to him. But it is great for what it is. And I can't really complain with that. So after looking at the figure, let's get into some comparisons. Here we have him with my original 11 years ago NECA Robocop figure. This was actually 20 bucks. I remember the day I went to my local Walmart. They had this at the collector shelf and I picked it up, and it's been my definitive figure since. This was actually one of the figures that really kick-started my collecting journey to being a collector, as you see. It's really sort of been a personal one of mine. It's been very personal. Not just my Toy Biz Marvel Legends stuff, but also this Robocop. But comparing it side by side to the actual movie accurate one, you can see the only difference is this one is painted silver, this one's got a blue tint to it, and then of course the two head sculpts. More than that, they really are practically the same figure from torso to toe. I about said head to toe, but I mean torso to toe. Articulation the same, everything else is basically the same. Nothing really different here. So if you have this one, you know, it's still a really good figure and you know what to expect. So after doing comparison right there, let's get into the final thoughts. After looking at everything we've looked at with the figure, of course the sculpt and his paint, the accessories itself, and of course compare him with my original NECA Robocop figure, I know I've been rambling, guys, but I'm just so happy and excited that I get a chance to finally open up this figure. Now, I got this guy for 20 bucks, and I'll tell you why I waited for it to hit clearance, because again, as I said with the original NECA Robocop, if you have those, you're not really getting anything different here other than a new head and a new paint job, along with the new unhelmeted head and rifle and a blast effect. Other than that, the spike tan, the handgun, all that stuff is practically reuse. Now, I do wish they would have given him a little bit more articulation, seeing as how they could have really improved this one, make it really a step up from the older NECA releases. But I get it, you know, NECA will take what they can get to reuse their figures. But again, do I think you should add this figure collection? If you find it on sale, yes. But if you've already got a NECA Robocop figure, you don't really need to pick this one up. It's not worth it. My advice to you, if you want something different, go and buy the battle damage version. That does come with everything. It even comes with the chair he sits in, so that's a bonus right there. I would say go out and buy that one if you can. But this guy right here, it's an easy pass for you. But if you want a screen accurate Robocop action figure, then look no further than getting this one right here. So choices may vary to you. But anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Am I right? Am I wrong? Do you think this is a must pickup? Will you pass on it? Leave your thoughts down there, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share as always. And take care.